Hi friends, welcome to another video on quantitative comparison in the GRE test using the topic numbers. So I have written a typical question belonging to number system, and this question belongs to the GRE quantitative comparison type. We have to compare these two fractions and determine which of the quantities is greater. So quantity A has 0.49 over 1.1 over 1.0002, as you can see the question. Quantity B has 0.998 over 1.0001. So compare these two fractions and determine which of the four options A, B, C, D will be the right answer. This is a typical GRE quantitative comparison type of question belonging to the number system topic, okay, where fractions have to be compared. Okay. This question can be solved in two methods. I am going to show you two methods now. First of all, the number of digits after the decimal point everywhere is the same. See, the number of digits after the decimal point is 4 in numerator in this fraction, and the number of digits after the decimal point in the denominator of this fraction is also the same. So if I have say 10.22 over 10.33, then I can as well look it as 1022 over 1033. For all practical purpose or for dividing, we can ignore the decimal point when the number of digits after the decimal point are same. When the number of significant digits after the decimal point are same in both numerator and the denominator, then for all practical purpose the decimal point can be ignored. So we can write the fraction numerator and denominator without the decimal point as well. So therefore I am here ignoring the decimal point and writing the numbers that we have. So numerator becomes 4 nines and denominator will become 10,002. Okay. Similarly, in the right hand side, that is in under quantity B, when the decimal point is ignored, as the number of digits after the decimal point is same in both numerator and the denominator. So after the decimal point is ignored, the fraction will reduce to this under quantity B, namely 9,998 over 10,001. So the given question now under the two quantities reduces to these respective fractions. So these are the fractions that we now have which are to be compared. So what best will be the method for comparing these two fractions? I will proceed in this way. First of all, this numerator I will bring it to the denominator under quantity A. So this is what you will be having later on. Similarly, I will take this numerator, this denominator to the numerator's place in quantity B. Then this is the fraction that I have now. Okay. So quantity A fraction is this fraction and quantity B fraction is this one. 10,002 over 10,001 and 9,999 over 9,998. Now how to compare these two fractions? Best way is look at the two fractions in the two quantities as in this way. This 4 nines is 998 plus 1 will give you 999. See, 1 plus 1 by 2 is equal to 3 by 2. Similarly, 5 by 4 is equal to 1 plus 1 by 4. 4 into 1, 4 plus 1 by 4. Here also 2 into 1, 2 plus 1 over 2, that is 3 over 2. Similarly, this fraction in quantity A can be split up as 1 plus 1 by 9,998. Similarly, the fraction under quantity B, I can split it up as 1 plus 1 over 10,001, isn't it? I hope you don't find any kind of confusion or difficulty in reducing the respective fractions under the two quantities into these forms. Now, in the two quantities, we have a common number 1 which can be ignored for comparison purpose. So, quantity A is practically left with 1 by 9,998 and quantity B is having 1 by 10,001. Now, your guess for which fraction under which quantity is greater? Obviously this. Why? The reason being, numerator 1 is same in both the fractions and the denominator 9,998 is smaller in value, in magnitude than the denominator 10,001. So lesser the denominator, greater the fractional value. For example, I have 1 by 2 and 1 by 5. If you ask me which is greater, it is obviously 1 by 2 because 1 being same in both the numerators. Wherever the denominator is smaller, the fractional value of that fraction will tend to be greater. So this denominator being smaller than 10,001, the fraction value 1 by 9,998 will be greater than 1 by 10,001. So finally, fraction value under quantity A is greater than the fraction value under quantity B. So for the answer for the original question is quantity A having this fraction is greater than quantity B having this fraction. So for this question, what is the answer? Quantity A is greater, therefore A is the answer. So I have told you in the beginning that I will deal this question in two methods. So this is method 1 and method 2, please kindly refer to our another video on this same question where comparison of these two fractions will be done using the second method. Thank you.